Hi, Jen here from workwithjenhawkins.com, and in this short video I just wanted to talk to you about how your resume makes you the beautiful, perfect person that you are. Maybe not perfect, but it really does mold you into a successful marketer. Everything that you do in life has somehow molded you to learn from your mistakes, learn service, learn that work ethic. And with my jobs, my very first job was at McDonald's, and that really taught me a lot. So if you guys have teenagers, I think that's the best job that anybody could have is McDonald's. If you have an amazing manager, which I'll never forget my manager, Barbara. She was an excellent manager. She just knew what she was doing. She took direction. She made you feel good about your job. And for your very first job, it's important to establish that, so that way the rest of your work ethic you'll learn from it. So anyway, that was my first job. Then my second job was working a video store, and that was really nice. I actually preferred music. At that time I didn't really care for videos, but it kind of opened up my mind to watching videos more and being able to connect with other people and recommending videos. It also taught me a little bit about management. That time I was like a co-assistant manager, and I got really close with my manager, and she and I are still friends these days, and it just really opened my mind to being more service oriented. All of your jobs are about customer service, period. The next one was working call center environment. So I went from standing all day job to sitting all day, and that could be difficult for people that are used to walking around. I really missed walking around all day long, being on my feet, because I was always on the go, and I felt like I had all this energy. Excuse me. So, understanding, and then at that time I was really exposed to computers and typing, so that really helped my typing speed, and it really made me realize, how to talk to people on the telephone, and to follow scripts, to follow rules, to follow the rules according to how they're set for me, what I can give people. Because I was doing customer service, and people were upset at me, yelling at me because I didn't give their flowers to their mom. Yeah, that was kind of rough. But you know what? All that, it gives you tough skin. It really does teach you how to be a better person. So the next one, let's see. After that, I worked in the banking industry, and the truth is I loved it. I went from working call center environment to working in the bank, and I was a teller. I wasn't really a great teller. It was really hard to balance, every night, and but I did good enough that I got promoted to loan officer, and that was great. I really enjoyed that because I felt like I had the key to give people money to buy their dream car, to give them that little bit of money they need to make it that month. To help people with their credit. I help people increase their scores from like 400 to 680 and above, because all they had to do was listen to what I was telling them, and they would. And it was just inspiring to help people in that way. I didn't have to do that, but I chose to, because I knew that would change their lives in a positive way, to have that extra backup if they needed it. So that was really inspiring for me. I actually, from there, became a senior loan officer in only a few years of working there, whereas the other senior loan officers that were appointed at that time had been with the company for 20 or more years. So that was definitely an honor. From there, I figured I should go ahead and get my Bachelor's of Finance degree so that I can one day be the VP of Finance. I always used to tell the VP that one day I was going to have this job, and he's like, "Oh, I know you will." And it was just really encouraging that someone believed in me that much, especially if someone in that place. Anyway, it didn't work out for me. I believe in integrity and ethics, and I felt like things weren't being ran, to the according to me, to the way I would have done it. Some people were let go for really silly reasons, and to me, I felt loyalty was everything. If you have the right employee and they are loyal and they do their job, you treat them right. Everyone makes mistakes, but yes, there are mistakes that cost the company money, but some mistakes are, they're fixable. And at that time, I felt that certain people just weren't being treated right, and I felt that that time it was time for me to leave. I was unhappy anyway because I just had my daughter, and I wanted to see how it was like to work at home and to be home with her. And then finally, when I realized I needed a job, I started working at another call center and doing background checks. And it was great, especially in the beginning, because you learn. You start from the bottom up, and I love that. I love learning, how a company functions, and then starting from the bottom up and learning everything that you can about it. But the problem is, sometimes you don't really know what you get into when you get promoted. People want that promotion so bad, for all the wrong reasons. They want it for the title, or they want it for the money. In my case, I wanted it because I really wanted to help people. At that time, someone had passed away, and everyone's morale was really low, and I knew I was positive and I could help everyone. I used to be the lead in that department, so I knew how to do the job and what it took to get us back in a place where things were normal again, because it was hurting everyone. And with her loss, and rest in peace. We definitely miss her. She was a good person. But so after that, I got promoted, and then I realized there were office politics, and I had no idea what office politics was. Maybe I was naive in my past jobs, or I just didn't even pay attention to it because I didn't care. I had a manager that cared about me. He always used to talk highly of me, but I never knew about office politics until I got into my current role. And it's really ugly. Things have gotten better, but when things really got to that point where I was like, wow, why do people act like this? For what? Just to get attention, just to shine more than the other. For me, it was just working hard, doing the best you can, doing the best for the company because you genuinely care, not because you want that position so bad that you'll do whatever it takes, even if it means hurting someone else and making yourself look better, or taking credit from other people, and just doing grimy things like that. Like, if you're doing that, I really hope that you understand, karma. Everything comes back, and it comes back and it hurts. And I really don't believe that it's ethical, and you can be successful in business if you just do the right thing. Light always prevails over darkness. And at this point, I do love what I do. I love the people I work with. I love my employees. I know how hard they work. I love my boss. She's a good person, and the owner, he's so passionate. Or excuse me, the president is so passionate, and it just, I love that. I love to see people that are so passionate and have that love too, because then you know that they're really serious about what they're doing, and they really do care about the company, and it makes you want to care more too. But at this point, I just love my family more. I love my freedom more. And even though I love my employees, I will make sure that they are set up. And in the meantime, I will continue being the best manager I can be, but I will continue to pursue my business because I know that that is my purpose in life, to help more people than just 15 and 25 people. I feel like I can help so much more people in the world, and the only way you can really help a ton of people is if you have money. And I want to have as much money as I can to spread it around the world. I want to build schools. I want to build, more things for teenagers to do other than getting in trouble and doing drugs, getting pregnant, and the internet for them is so bad. I want to create programs for that, and children that have disabilities and learning disabilities and dyslexia and ADD, and there's so much I want to do. I want to help build the Philippines back. And that really hurt my heart when I saw thousands of people died. Like, the ocean grabbed them and put them in the ocean, like literally, like all those people, and then children without their mothers and fathers trying to find them. It's just really heartbreaking, and I just wish that I could do more for the world, and I feel like I can't really do that where I'm at. And I'm sorry, I'm just a little emotional because I do care, and I know that my purpose is deeper than what I'm doing now. So that is why I choose to do what I'm doing. And like I said, everything that you do in life, it molds you into the person you are. And all you can be at the end of the day is you. And you have to love what you do. You have to be passionate about what you do. And you have to help as much people as you can, because that's what we are on earth to do, is to help people. So before I go on anymore, positivity back. Jen from workwithjenhawkins.com. Just wanted you to get to know me a little bit more, and understand how your resume builds who you are. And one day you're going to find out your purpose in life. And when you do, go after it. So Jen from workwithjenhawkins.com. Like, comment, share below. Bye.